Put your water on these here, bro. Calvin from the corner. Calvin. Calvin from the corner? Hey, can you get that scripture where it said he puffeth up at his enemies? We live too. Make sure you don't burn yourself, okay, brother? All right, Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We'll say double honor to the apostles, the bishop elders, and the Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying and believing in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We out here another week, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We out here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked place you call America, which in the Bible is spiritually called Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, the whore that sits on the beast, okay, and many other names. Babylon is the foremost name. Okay, the daughter of Babylon. This place is not going to be healed, man. Yeah, this place is not going to be resurrected back to its greatness. The golden age of America has long been gone. When you look up the golden age of America. When you look up when the golden age of America was, okay, it was it says the post-war economic expansion, the post-World War II economic expansion, also known as the boom or the golden age of capitalism, is a broad period of worldwide economic expansion beginning after World War II, when World War II ended in 45, so the 50s on. Expansion beginning after World War II and ending with the 1973-75 recession, man. So that golden age of America was between the 50s all the way up into the 60s, man. The late 60s. And that's when America started to go down. Okay, when she started sending her satellites to out of orbit, or in the Earth's orbit, when she started sending those manned missions up there into the upper atmosphere, that's when America started going down. Okay, and America has continuously been CTDing, or circling the drain. All right.
When they started, getting prideful, man, because once they, reach certain technological advances, Esau started getting proud and trying to, say, oh, we're gonna go into outer space and these other planets and all that stuff, man.
Hold on. Yeah, I reconnected it. Can brothers hear us? Can you hear us, brother? Yeah, the volume on the other side of the phone. Yeah. Hey, can brothers hear us? Y'all hear us? For some reason, y'all hear us? Yeah, for some reason, the phone had cut out. The phone had cut out. Salaki about that. We'll start with, you get it again, brother?
This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, 10 and 1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hadst thou thyself in times of trouble?
Yeah, because that's how it feels when you catching hell down here. But this is a song from David. Go ahead.
Verse 2, it says, the wicked in his pride.
Especially here in America. And who are the poor? These people want to sign here, the 12 tribes. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, man. We're the poor of this place, man. And we always getting oppressed. We were born in oppression. Go ahead.
It says, let them take in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, because they imagine a lot of devices. One of the main ones we've been talking about, we continue to talk about, is that MOTB, man. That's a device of this man. Targeting the children of Israel into captivity again, man. Hardcore captivity, man. Hardcore slavery, man. Continuously depending on him. Okay? Back into slavery, him telling us that we'll own nothing and we'll be happy, man. Those are the words of Klaus Schwab, man. A proxy of the super elite.
That's right.
And that's what he not only wants to put people like us back into that captivity, but he wants to put the whole world into that shit, man. Go ahead.
It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorred.
And that's right. The Most High hate a person that is covetous, man. And nobody's more covetous than Esau Edom. Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not at all in his thoughts.
And you can tell that this man is not seeking after the Most High. Look at this world. Look at the world we live in, man. It's completely adverse to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. It's completely adverse to the words of the Bible, man. Adverse. But yet they'll swear on the Bible. They'll say, God bless America. They'll say, God save the country.
The agendas that they're trying to push, the green agenda, the alphabetic agenda, all that is adverse to the Heavenly Father, man.
Yep.
Everything is their so-called way to better humanity, man, which ultimately they're altering what the Lord already created to be good, man. Creating GMOs, all of this. You have Transformers, all this crap, man. It says and that's through their pride, because they believe that because they're so great, they achieved this technological advances, man, that now they could play God.
Yeah, I just did a video Yuval Noah Harari talking about that there's going to be a small group of elite people who are going to be able to transform themselves technologically into gods, man. That's a small minority of people who own the algorithms to Google and all these other algorithms, okay, or who bought them. And then you're going to have the vast majority of the world are going to be 100% that have not upgraded. They're just regular people. But they're not going to have no control over the economy. They're not going to have no political power. They're not going to have nothing. They're just going to be drones. Slaves, to the elite minority, man. And so that Psalms 10 and 4 in the NLT says the wicked are too proud to seek God. They seem to think that God is dead. And that's the mindset of people like Noah Harari, man. Which his mindset is the mindset of the super elite. Okay, they say God is dead. They actually had a book and an article called God is Dead. And it was like a #1 bestseller. It said God is dead. Because see, go to Psalm 50. That's their mindset, because they've been running amok doing whatever they wanted to do for over 500 years, man. These niggas been on a winning streak, man. So in their mind, the Heavenly Father doesn't exist. In their mind, nobody's gonna stop it. They did slavery, ain't nothing to stop that. What stopped slavery, according to them, was that the fact that the America and other nations wanted to become more industrialized, and they didn't have no use for chattel slavery no more. Which, when you read articles like the Hazard Circle, it tells you that slavery is nothing more than the care of slaves, man. And with the introduction of the greenback, they were going to get it, man, because slavery is nothing more than the carrying of slaves, man. And so they didn't want to do that no more. So that's why the Civil War broke out. Let's get rid of the Americas. You had Edomites that wasn't even wealthy owning slaves, man. They said like one in every 5 Edomite family or something like that owned a slave. So it wasn't, because when you see slavery, you look at it on the industrial scale meaning on big slave plantations, man. The White House and hundreds of slaves. But the average Edomite family had one slave, man. The average Edomite family. And they wasn't paying for that, Jake. You know, you don't know what they were doing to him, man. Him or her or them. Destroying Jake. But anyway, they wanted to get rid of that shit. So they could bring in an industrial society. And that's why we call this one the fourth industrial revolution, man. That's what you on right now. That's what we're in right now. This so-called technological age, man. And this man wants to enslave all people, not just the Israelites, but all people, man. Which that's not his gift. That gift was given to the Israelites, man. To have you heathens as slaves and captives. Working for us. But even still, we're gonna pay y'all. You're gonna be able to own shit, have shit. But nonetheless, you're gonna have something. You're gonna be everything that's taken from you gonna be restored to you, man. Unlike what happened to us. And that's why the scripture says, but when the righteous bear fruit, the people rejoice, man. But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. Because they ain't getting their just due. See, even under our rulership, as hard as it's gonna be on you devils, and you devils ain't gonna get shit at this, but eviscerated and eradicated. But as hard as it is on you other nations, man, it's gonna be worthwhile, man. Because you're gonna be restored back to what you had. You're gonna get your original inheritance, your original land inheritance, man. You're gonna get kings set up over you, man. Okay, you're gonna get paid before the sun go down. That's gonna be a rule in all the kingdom. Because the kingdom is not just where we live at, Jerusalem, Israel, and any other way. No. The kingdom is everything, man, including y'all. But there's a righteous way to deal with your servants, and there's a wicked way. And Esau chose the wicked way. And that's why it says the wicked are too proud to seek God. And how do you seek God? By following after his law, statutes, and commandments, man. And calling on his name, Yahweh, and his son's name, Yahweh Shah. And it says, they seem to think that God is dead. Go ahead and read what you got.
It's Psalms 50:16. It says, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest thy heart behind thee. Verse 18, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker of adultery. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Or thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Keep reading.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silent, though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
So here it is, you devils, you slandered your mother's own son. Which who was your mother? Rebecca. Okay? And who was our son? Jacob. And we are the sons of Jacob, man. So here it is, you slander your mother's own son. And the Most High was quiet, and you thought that he was altogether one as you. When Cristobal Colon was doing all that of the so-called native tribes, native Indians, which are the northern tribe, the northern kingdom, ain't nobody was there to stop him. An angel ain't show up and say, stop killing my people. No, the Lord allowed it to happen for judgment. Okay, then you went from that, then you went to conquering, you sent the conquistadors that followed you, people like that, who followed Cortez, who followed you in your footsteps, your wicked, evil footsteps, right? Hundreds of years. And this is just the Americans, man. Because you had already been pillaging the western hemisphere of Africa, man, of Israelite slaves, man, while Jake was still ruling. And Jake didn't give a fuck. They was like, man, look, they didn't look at the people as the same as them. Okay? But nonetheless, you did that. Then you did the Middle Passage, which was a transatlantic ride over to the West Indies, to the mainlands of America, to the shores of Brazil. And that shit was terrible. And then when Jay got over here, they had to get seasoned for the work. The life of Israelite captive Israelite slave in the West Indies was less than a year. Because you worked them that hard. And nothing happened to you. Queens and kings got on thrones. Noble families got established. People got wealthy. Fuck rich, you got wealthy.
America's strength was created through what? Through the captivity of our people, man.
Yep, the captivity and the robbery and the rape of our people, man. But again, all of this happened and nobody. That's why even now, shit, even our own people don't even believe in the Most High, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Even our own people will agree with an Edomite that God is dead. Why? Because they feel or they see in their mind they believe in this hotel. And now this devil thinks that he's in perpetual rulership. Oh, he won. Here it is. He got robbed out of the deal. In his mind, he got robbed. That's what they call it when you read Genesis 27. It on the header, one of the headers says Jacob's deception. When Jacob ain't deceived nobody, man. His mama told him to do that. Here it is Esau's own mama. Your own mama didn't like you, nigga.
That's right.
And she remembered what the Lord told her when y'all were in her womb, man. And his mother dressed him up like that. And his father was deceived. So what? The Most High wanted to happen in that way. It was never yours from the beginning. When you go to Hebrews 12 and 17, it said that you was rejected, man. Right. Though you sought it carefully with tears. Bless me, even me, Father me. You cry like a bitch, man. Huh? But your father said what? He's gonna be blessed. So what did you do? What did you do? You spent millennia trying to wipe out your own kind.
Your entire existence.
Your entire existence was to destroy us, man. Was it destroy? And you thought that the Lord was all together as one as you, man. All the wickedness you've done to our people. You smile at our oppression. You smile at you laugh at our oppression, man. You make movies, and me and the brother was talking about that damn McDonald's commercial, man. These damn McDonald's advertisements, man. What you basically make fun of Israelites, man. Feeding Israelites food, well, it ain't even real food. That's like the most super GMO shit you can eat. We've all eaten it, but I'm just telling you, like, it really is. And it's human meat inside of that shit, bro.
Abomination.
Straight up abominations. And then you make a commercial about Calvin on the fucking corner. Why is Calvin even on the fucking corner? In a country where his ancestors built and established this fucking place, man, for the average Edomite family to succeed and flourish, man. Why is Calvin on the corner? Why is Cody not on the corner? Where the fuck is Zachary at? Where's Lisa Ann and Chrissy Ann and all these motherfucking devils, Skylar? Why they ain't on the fucking corner?
That's right.
And then the nigga get a job as a fucking cash register operator at McDonald's, a drive-through worker, and y'all, it's comical, man. It's straight up comical, you know? Like that's the only thing that we can aspire to be, you know? So you motherfuckers are devils, man. You think that the Most High is all together with you, man. That's why you can go to sleep at night and say, God bless America. Every time the president speaks live on TV, when he end his speech, what does he say? God bless America. Because it's just something to say. Because the God that he believes in is not the same God that we believe in. Right. He definitely don't believe in the God of the Bible, man. Yahweh Shem Shai. Not to the point where he will reverence, fear, and worship him. He don't do that. He knows he exists, but he says, fuck that, he gonna worship Satan.
I'm God.
He's God. That's right, brother. He says that he's God. And that a small group of elite people are gonna be gods on the earth while everybody else is just mere mortals. That's not gonna happen. Because everybody on this side here, all the 12 tribes on this side here are gonna be gods, man. Give me Psalms 82 and 6. All us Israelite men are gonna be gods, man. Straight up. We're gonna be endowed with God power, man. I used to say God like power. No, we're gonna be gods, man.
That's right.
We're gonna be many Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shais, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 82 and verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's right. It says, keep reading.
Verse 7, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
Yeah, and that's what happens. Because we die like men, you don't regard us as gods. You don't respect us as gods. You don't look at us as gods. You don't see us as gods. You know, you just see us as mere mortal men. We're all the same. That's what they say. but yet we don't all live the same. We don't eat the same. We don't feel the same. We don't look the same. We don't dance the same. We don't look the same. Our interests are not the same.
That's right.
But yet, because you see us with the same appendages as you can cut us open and you can see our blood. You can take our hearts out and give them to Rockefeller family members who are on their way to their deathbeds. Because of that, you just look at us as mere mortal men. But in reality, we're the sons of the living God. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We're the sons of the power. Yasha Allah, man. He is a prince with, of the power, man. Or he's a prince with God.
That's right.
See, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see us like that. Y'all just see us as entertainment, tools of entertainment. You'll get amongst our people, and you'll pick out the ones that you can see that are weak-minded, but they got some type of spiritual gifts given them to them, natural gifts like the ability to run faster than most men, jump faster, react to certain things faster than other men, and you'll use them as tools of entertainment and tools of deception. All the while laughing. Here it is, you could pay a Jake $150 million contract for 5 years, right? How much money do you think he really earned that organization, man? If you can make 150, and you know you're getting billions, man, off your name alone, man. People buying tickets, people like they do that. When LeBron James come in town, even your own home team, tickets will get sky high just to see LeBron James, man.
That's right.
So this nigga is an industry unto himself, man, which Kevin Hart calls himself a brand. And you ain't no fucking brand. But that's what they look at you as. Let's look and see what the definition of a brand. Hold on, brother. I know I'm all over the place. Hold on. Definition of a brand. It says a type of product manufactured by a particular company under a particular name. So like when you see Jakes like Kevin Hart, oh, he is a product. He's a product. He was created by Issa because he didn't look like, even the way he looks. Like they say you look different when you get money. It says nobody's ugly, you just broke. Okay. You can fix your teeth. You can hire a nutritionist, a stylist, a workout buddy, and he'll get you in shape and look like something. Now you represent these corporate industries. Whether you got to deal with Sprite, like I remember in the '90s, a lot of these rappers got little deals with Sprite. You know, and then they were making all kinds of money outside of the rap industry where they were getting raped. And then now the music industry taking money off of that. Because they own you. Because you're their product. You make music that they want you to make. You star in commercials and movies that they want you to star in. That's they asked Kevin Hart why you don't smoke weed, which nobody should smoke weed. But he asked Kevin Hart why you don't smoke weed. He said because he's a brand. He wants to think clearly when he's doing shit. You know, which, you know.
Clearly in their way.
Yeah,
Clearly according to right.
Spiritually.
That's right.
But he said he don't like being under that influence and shit. And that's cool. But nonetheless, he said he don't do it because he's a brand. You know? And at the end of the day, it says a brand is a product manufactured by a particular company. So a lot of these people that you put high hopes in, these people that you Jakes love and adore and you idolize, in reality, man, they're nothing more than a product that was manufactured by a company, man. And it says under a particular name. It says an identifying mark burned on livestock. And that's another thing. These Jakes are nothing more than slaves to Esau's industry, man. That's all they are. That's why they can't do the things that they would do if they could do them. Right. You know? They're just puppets for industries, man. That's why as soon as some shit pop off, who they go get? Your favorite entertainer or athlete. Oh, take this. Hey, this is a jump shot. This is one jump shot that I won't miss. You know, that nigga Bill Russell, which he's in the spirit world now. You know?
Yeah, they're always pushing the agenda of Esau, man. I was watching my woman put a fucking movie with Kevin Hart, a recent one on Netflix, and all this nigga was doing was just pushing that whole alphabetic agenda, man. And that shit looked creepy as hell. I was just like, damn, man, Jake really come like low, man, because even though he's a so-called heterosexual, supposed to be, you know,
that nigga's a homosexual.
Hell yeah. All the movie was about was you know, like small messages of that whole alphabetic agenda, man. I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I told my woman, yo, take that shit off.
Yeah, when he spoke up against it, when he spoke about it, because he
Oh,
said
they
like,
checked him.
yeah, they checked the fuck out. They almost canceled the nigga, man. When a nigga said something about if his son is a gay or something like that, he would do something to him and shit. And then you got this nigga Dwayne Wade. He basically got his son as changing his sex to a female, man. Put a wig on a nigga and now he a woman. That's why men ain't supposed to have long hair, man. And I've seen not movies, but like videos of dude dancing up behind something that he think is a woman because the hair is all long.
Oh, yeah.
And then the nigga turn around, it's a man with a fucking
Yeah,
5 o'clock
shit.
shadow. Like, what the fuck? That's confusion.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
You know? All for what, man? Here it is, niggas, you made millions of dollars running up and down the court, breaking your body for Esau, man. Staying in the most tip-top shape for Esau. Slam dunking a ball from here to space, nigga. They made a movie called Space Jam with these niggas in there, man. Right? You niggas playing ball in space for Esau. And then, but you still gotta sell your kids out so you can make it. That don't make no fucking sense, man.
So, what was
And
that
yourself.
basketball player recently that's supposed to be
Oh, that nigga Lamar Odom, man.
Yeah,
They
that
shitted
plays
on
for the
him.
Lakers.
He gonna come out with a clothing line with a picture of the Howard shot on. They shut that clothing line down. He was surrounded by witches, them Kardashians, right? Put that nigga through that hell. Got on drugs. He was with some, you know what I mean? He tried to clean his life back up. And now the nigga's taking pictures with a straight up transformer, man. And he said they're not dating, they're just friends. I don't got no tranny or homosexual friends, bro. At all. Because you ain't supposed to be around them kind of people, man. That mind is gonna poison your mindset. And that's what Kevin Hart's on 24/7, man. He loves the money, man. This nigga loves the money. He'll kill your own family members, sacrifice your family members, just so you can have a little bit of peace in this world, man. And admiration and adulation from other weak-minded people, man.
The scriptures say, white trimmers thou thy ways to seek love.
And that's what our people do. You trim your ways to seek love from the devil and these other people, man. And it ain't even love. That love that you're receiving is nothing more than attention, man. That's the new drug of 2022, man. Is attention. Everybody wants some attention. You want to be somebody. You want to be where somebody else is at, so you can be seen there. You see people out. Nobody's enjoying the environment, taking pictures and shit, smiling, acting like it's having a ball. They'll do this, and then go right back to this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't really enjoying it. It's all fabricated bullshit, man. Just to make other people envious, man, or to get some fucking likes, man.
Right.
And the people that you taking these pictures of and posting these pictures of, it ain't shit. Like my woman try to play me, man, try to get me to oh look, this is my friend and her husband. He really loves their baby. They just had a kid, a son. I was like, oh, that's cool. He's supposed to, love his son, whatever. And then the nigga got a whole reel dedicated to his woman and shit. Oh look, he really loves his woman. I'm not like that bitch got me fucking shut. You already on there enough. Well, I gotta make a fucking reel showing people that I'm worshiping you. I don't fucking worship you, man. Get the fuck on my face. I ain't tell her that, but that's what I was thinking in my mind. Because I be wanting to have some peace in my mind, in my space, man, But I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, that's what people do, man. You just worshiping. Well, the scripture says that in 2 Peter that people shall be lovers of their own selves, man. Disobedient to parents, man. And that's what you see right here, man. People are completely self-absorbed, man. And all that comes from Esau Edom. Because he don't believe in the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
Back in Psalms 10 and verse 4, it says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not all, and the Most High is not in his Salakia. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah, now you see that daily. Look at the world we live in, man. Everything that the Lord speak against is freely available here, man.
That's right.
And you telling me that this place is supposed to continue to thrive and flourish? No way, Jose.
Right.
No way, man. This man nothing that the Lord says is Esau following, man. Yeah, like somebody like us, if one of us commits some type of murder, we go to jail or whatever. But even in that, you don't get put to death. Nigga, what, do 15 years and he come home? Or But like, there's people in this world, like King Charles, that can't be convicted of nothing. Like this nigga can be seen with a little, you know, he can doing some pedophilia shit in front of thousands. Guess what? He ain't going to prison. You know what I mean? And then y'all bury that shit in the news, man. You know, it'd be hard to find an article with it, or if you try to speak against it, YouTube would stop you for copyright infringement and claims and shit.
That's right. False information.
Yeah, false. Yeah, fake news. Fake news. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 5, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Yeah, and that's what Esau does. He puffeth. It says, Salaki. I'm just looking at the different comparisons. It says in the NLT, yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. And that's exactly what Esau does.
That's right.
Here it is. He doesn't see the judgment, your wrath coming to him. The super elite see it. That's why they hide in them bunkers. That's why they nowhere to be found. When's the last time you seen Jacob Rothschild on the news? Evelyn Rothschild, David Rothschild on any type of news, on any type of segment of anything. You never see them. Because them niggas are hiding, man.
That's right.
We ain't talking about these whack-ass presidents, man. These presidents and prime ministers, these nobodies. They don't count. But the super elite, man, it's like they succeed in everything they do. But they don't understand the seed. That's why the scripture says in Psalm 73 that my feet almost slipped until I went to the secret place of the Most High. Then there I understood their end, man. Which is total destruction, man. Yeah, you succeeding in everything right now because it's in wickedness. You got the power of the narrative. You got the power of suggestion over the people, man. But nonetheless, the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is awaiting you, man. And you don't see that. It says, his ways prosper at all times. This is the RSV version. Thy judgments are on high, out of his sight. As for his foes, he puffed at them. He puffeth at them, man. And that's what you do. And we are your foes, man. Who is Esau's foes, man? We are the righteous, man. And he lost. Those niggas have never going through anything. That's why, like, even our videos are shadow banned. I'm gonna stand behind the camera. Our videos are shadow banned. Our videos are shadow banned because you don't want this message to go out to the four corners in its full strength, man. But it's going out to those that are meant to hear it. Go ahead, brother.
Back in Psalms 10 and verse 5, it says, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And that's his mindset. You own the judges, you own the politicians. Hey, brother, can you give me that Bible? You own the politicians, you own the judges, you own the
He rules the world.
Yeah, the industry. That's right, brother. He rules the world.
Yeah, like it says in Job, the earth is given into his hands. So because he has such power, he thinks that there really is no God. Man.
Yeah, he really believes.
He's been going around the earth, doing whatever the hell he pleases in wickedness, man. He really thinks, like we read earlier, that the Most High is altogether like himself, and that there is no stopping him, man.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai already proclaimed his destruction, and he gave the message unto his servants, the prophets, to deliver it unto him and to all you nations, man.
That's right.
Because sin is not going to overcome, man. And the Lord, before he brings the physical judgment, is going to what? Bring the verbal judgment, the proclamation of the destruction, of the judgment that he's about to bring upon the planet Earth.
Yeah, I got a preset. Hold on.
It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And you started off talking about this fucking demon Harari. All the are planning all they're doing is what? Mischief, man. And vanity, because at the end of it all, it's going to come to naught. Their plan is not going to come to fruition, man. The Lord has like it tells us in the scripture, he set bounds that he cannot pass, man.
Yep, that's right.
And they're about to reach those bounds.
Hell yeah.
We entering into the end of the end time, man.
Yeah, we are in the end of the end times.
Right?
We in the end. It's only a matter of time before Jacob's trouble pop off, man. All it's like all the prey is being set ready for it. The prey is ready to be set. All they got to do is flip the trap,
Right.
and that can happen within months. That can happen in weeks. Shit, a year from now.
I was looking at some pages on Instagram, man, and one of the brothers had posted that about the CERN.
Yeah.
How they're using that particle collider, and they're actually communicating. They said that with beings that have personalities, but ultimately
They communicate with demons.
Demons, man.
Yeah.
You know, so Esau is reaching a point where he's tapping into the spirit world in a major scale, man. So you have to know that the Lord's about to stop him, man, because hey, how much further can he go? You know?
And he did all that shit through witchcraft.
That's right.
That's why the scripture says, "Go down without enchantments and thy sorceries, man. If so, thou wilt may be able to prevail, man." You know. But them demons ain't gonna help you. Them demons gonna hit the disconnect line quick.
That's right.
Especially when they see the Son of Man coming, Yahweh Shah, the Son of the Most High coming, man. They're gonna be like, oh shit, yep, this line has been disconnected. They're gonna try to hit them demons up, make sacrifices, and all of this shit. And it ain't nothing gonna work, man. Precept real quick. Hey, this is Job 33 and 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions, that he may withdraw from man, withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. Yeah. So, that's like instructions. Just like you get righteous instruction, you Edomites, you got wicked instructions sealed upon you, man. And the Lord speak once, yea, twice, yet man don't perceive. That was the point. Okay, because we're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Whether you recognize it, reverence it, or not. That's what we'll sit down here to do. None of the words that we're talking about are just words that are coming out of our heart. We didn't just hit each other up on the phone and say, you know what? Let's go outside in the rain and just start talking shit. No, man, we talking the words of the Lord, man. Warning you of the judgment that is fastly approaching, man. To the Esau Edom and to those that follow him, man. Which includes 2/3 of our own people, okay, who are down with this man and his agenda. Because you're not gonna escape. I don't give a damn how many planes you got. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I don't give a damn how much influence and power you think you have. You're not gonna escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, especially if you're an Israelite. Just like you can't escape them curses, man. And we out here telling our people, hey, to repent. Because if you don't, you're going to go right down with Esau's ship. America is the Titanic. And the Titanic, I guess one of the inventors of the Titanic, and said that that it's so big that God couldn't sink it or something like that, man. And what ended up happening? He sent Leviathan to crack that bitch in half, man. Okay? And you super elite killed a whole bunch of other rich people, wealthy people who were not with your agenda on that motherfucker, along with other people.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Real quick precept. This is Isaiah 43 and 13. It says, yeah, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?
That's right.
Right. And all these judgments that are written in the scriptures, man, the Heavenly Father already proclaimed them, man. And like the scriptures say, his word is not gonna come back to him void.
That's
you
right.
know, when he sends a judgment, when he commands something to be done, it's going to be done, man. You know, in its time, in its due time. You know, Esau, Edom, and even the 2/3 of our people, man, they think because judgment doesn't befall them straight away, like Ecclesiastes says, because judgment is not
executed speedily.
The hearts of the sons of man are
fully set them to do
fully
evil.
setting them to do evil, man. So because the Heavenly Father doesn't show his power right away after these devils commit atrocities, they really believe that, you know what, hey, God is not real. He ain't gonna do nothing to it.
Yeah.
This is what we do, because you gotta put yourself in their position. They're killing millions of people
Daily.
They're setting off wars, releasing diseases, destroying the planet. So they know this shit is what we're doing is evil.
Yeah.
And there's no consequence for it. Fuck, nobody gonna stop us.
Yeah, that's how they feel.
You
Well,
know?
that's how Noah Harari talks, man.
That's right.
He talks about being a god. But first of all, this nigga is a nobody. He's a historian, a self-proclaimed historian who became an author, a self-proclaimed author, which in reality he's nothing more than a warlock from one of them covens that they have. And he's the mouthpiece of the super elite. He's telling you what the super elite want to happen, man. Because with a nobody like him, a piece of shit like him, with no financial, no real power to tell people what to do or to control industry, what he got to do talking about things that the super elite talk about? Because he's one of their little henchmen, man. He's one of their priests on the left-hand side. Just like we're the prophets on the right-hand side and the priests on the right-hand side, you got those on the left-hand side. But we already know that those on the left-hand side going to fail.
That's right.
Because Satan don't run this operation. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai runs this operation. And real quick, this is Hosea 12:9. I'm sorry, 12:10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. And that's right. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai speaks by the prophets. And the prophets always came from Israel, man. The prophets always came from out of the nation of Israel, man. The prophets never came out of any other nation, man.
That's
now,
right.
the Lord could use somebody from these other nations to speak certain things, like Balak to Balaam. I mean, Balaam to Balak. But nonetheless, all the prophets come from Israel. And that's how the Lord speaks to the people, especially his people.
That's right.
He would always send a prophet down to warn his people about the wrath that is coming. Get Ezekiel chapter 3. Actually, I think it's chapter 2. You can start from the top.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 or 3. You said, Salaki?
Let me see what 2 say. Yeah. Start at the top.
This is Ezekiel 2 and verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the sons of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me.
Yeah, he sent him to the sons of Israel, to a rebellious nation that rebelled against him. He didn't send them to Edom. He didn't send them to Moab. He didn't send them to Ammon. He sent them to Israel, man.
That's right.
Because that's that mercy. He could have just destroyed Jake for rebelling against him, doing the wickedness. But instead, he sent the prophet down to warn them so that they may repent. For those that sighing and crying that they hear, and to return back to the Lord. He give you opportunity. And that's what you have right now. Go ahead.
To a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me, they and their fathers have transgressed against me even unto this very day.
And how did we transgress against the Lord? By worshiping other gods, man. And they wasn't even gods, they were idols.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And they were the idols of these other nations, man. That's something that the Lord told us not to do. That was like one of the first laws that he gave us. Don't do that.
That's right.
You know, you ain't supposed to take Yahweh Bashim Shai's name in vain, and you're not supposed to worship another god outside of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Because the other nations, they have what you call a pantheon of gods. When you look at all the heathen nations, including Japheth, they all have pantheon of gods, man. Yeah. Different gods for different things, man.
And the Lord told us that the things of the seas, the creatures of the seas and the air and the earth, those were given unto the heathens to worship, man. Because they don't have no understanding ultimately, man. You know? And he also directly told us that what? Follow not after the ways of the heathens, man. Because the only people that the Lord gave wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and righteousness was to our people, man.
Yeah, it says Deuteronomy 4:10, and start at 18. I said 4 and 10. Deuteronomy 4 and 18. The likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth, lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars and even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. That's right, because those things, that's what the Lord gave them heathens to worship, man, because he deal with them. That's why these heathens, and when you worship something, you following after it, and there's a way that you worship it. So like a lot of the infant murder, that's really a way to worship Molech and other deity, other so-called deities too, to commit whoredom, especially like prostitution, what do they call it, priest prostitution or whatever. Basically like a temple harlot, you know, where she would sleep with multiple men, she would get in orgies. That's all ways that you worship an idol. And you got Jake doing that shit, and they don't even know that they actually doing that, and they serving an idol, man. That's right. You got Jake that's doing that shit and actually serving idols, man. Especially all in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, man. These satanic parties. Okay? And that's called worship. The way we worship Yahweh Shem Shai, by following after his laws, statutes, and commandments, and believing on his name and his son's name, that's a way to worship. That's the proper way to worship Yahweh Shem Shai. If you say you're a follower of Yahweh Shai, then that means you keeping his commandments. And it's more than just two. Okay? Right. So that means that you're applying it to your life, and you applying it to others that are in your circumference, meaning your neighbors, your fellow brother. That's how you worship Yahweh Shem Shai in spirit and truth. So let me read this up and read this again. It says verse 15. Take ye there, Deuteronomy 4:15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitudes on the day that Yahweh spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make ye graven images, the similitude of any figure, likeness, male and female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any that flyeth the air. And you see that with these different nations, like here in Hawaii, the shark was a god. I forget the name of the god, but it was they said that the shark was a fucking god. They said that the volcano was Pele. I'm saying that's simple shit.
Kind of that dude Maui, he turned into a shark and a hawk. It was like the two animals that they worship, and they worship the turtle, the manta ray, a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah. So again, that's all a part. That's all a part of worshiping. That's all a part of worshiping these idols, man.
Yeah, and the worshiping of those idols. That's why the scriptures say in Wisdom of Solomon that the worshiping of idols was the beginning, the end of all evil.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because what comes with the idol doesn't tell you anything. The idol's not alive. The idol's not. There's no power in these idols, man. So where do these ways of worshiping these idols come from? From men's own minds, from their own heart, which the scriptures tell us to refrain from. Follow not after thine own heart, man. The scriptures say that that the heart is wicked, which is the mind above all things. Who may know it? You know, so when you have the heathens, creating this God, whether it be the moon, whether it be an animal, whatever, they're searching deep within their mind, within their corrupt mind, on what to do to worship this image. You know, and 100 times out of 100, it's gonna be some wicked way, man.
There is some wicked way, because the idol is wicked. It itself, man. And now it's gotten to the point where, like, you worship idols, you see idols every day, and you don't even know that you're looking at an idol.
That's right.
You look at, you know, even on the back of your cars, like, they'll have, like, on a Dodge, they'll have, like, a ram head, which that goes back to Baphomet.
That's right.
You know, you'll see the 5-pointed star. I was watching She-Hulk on Disney Plus or whatever, and one of the characters she had a pentagram on her necklace, but it looked like a star, like a 5-pointed star, but the way they had it, I was like, that's clearly a fucking pentagram. But you'll never know that you actually seeing that shit. And would that pentagram go back to what? Satan worship.
My brother-in-law, we were at work, and he pulled up to work, and he was like, He was like, oh, I was just driving over here and there was some dude with a fucking car, and this motherfucker had the pentagram on the back, the 666, and he had the whole Ouija board like stickered on the back windshield. And that's nothing but what? Witchcraft.
And that's witchcraft is a sin unto death, man.
That's right.
And you got a lot of our people, these people on this sign in here, both so-called Negroes and so-called Latinos, that's heavily into witchcraft, man. The women and the men.
That's right.
Deeply entrenched in witchcraft, man. You know? Hey, you Jakes that's in a Christian church, you're in a witchcraft.
That's right.
Christianity is witchcraft. It's straight up idolatry and witchcraft. To the point where you Jakes actually think that's when you look at the so-called image of the white Christ, man, the Jesus, that's a image of idolatry, man. Because Yahweh Shai never looked like that. But you can't tell the average person that because they ain't gonna believe it. Never mind, I grew up with this image in my house. He protected my house. I prayed to Jesus that the cancer would go away, and it went away. No, Satan, the Most High Yahweh Shai healed you through Satan. You know why? For a definite judgment. So when the Lord's wrath truly comes upon you, hey, you're gonna really be out of here, man.
That's right.
A lot of you don't understand that. A lot of you Jakes out there, you give the glory of the Most High to another, man.
That's right.
I was looking at the translation, Deuteronomy 4:19, and it says, and when you look up unto the sky and see the sun, moon, stars, all other forces of heaven, don't be seduced into worshiping them. The Lord your God gave them all to the people of the earth, man.
That's right.
You see? So the Most High, Yahweh Shai, gave to worshiping of the sun, moon, and stars, the operation unto the peoples of the world, not us. He didn't give that to us. He is our power. He said, give me Joel chapter 2, verse 27. Joel, I think it's 2 and 27. It might be 2 and 21. Or 2 and 27 say. Yeah, yep, that's it. Man, that shit suck, bro. We start talking about some real stuff.
Yeah, for real.
We start talking about some real stuff.
Yeah, it's back on.
Yeah, the brother says, as soon as Akia said Joel 2 and 27, it repeats and then freezes the stream. Hey, can I?
Yeah, it's back on. We were talking about the system. Jake worshiping.
Yeah,
Esau's
so yeah,
system.
and that's what you're doing. You know, basically what we were saying before we were cut off. We didn't know we were cut off. We were speaking, and but we were saying, like, when you take the MOTB, man, you're worshiping the system. You're saying that the system is your God. You know, and again, I always say this, and I'm gonna continue to say it. We have no place in the so-called white man's NWO.
That's right.
If you're an Israelite, you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, your only place to them is either destroy or completely on the bottom and oppressed. You're not gonna have no political strength. You don't have no political strength now. But you ain't gonna have no economic strength. You're not gonna have no political strength. You're gonna have strength over yourselves, over your own lives. Here it is, free will don't exist at all. But shit, the Lord gave you a lease. He gave you the Lord gave you like a veneer of it. You wake up and you go do your thing. It's already programmed into you what you're gonna do, but in your mind, it's free will. Well, I chose those sneakers today, which in reality, the Lord set it that way. Esau is what run and operate your mind, your body, and control your spirit.
That's right.
They want to be able to erase your memories, man. They want to be able to erase your dream. They want you to think about what they want you to think about. And then they create some bullshit ass meta universe via Facebook and have you living through some fucking Oculus mask. Man, you Oculus goggles. You out of your fucking mind. Talking about, you got people all excited. Oh yeah, man, I just bought 5 acres in a metaverse. Nigga, you just wasted money. The fuck would you do that for, man? Yeah, like the brother said, they want to imprison you in a metaverse, man. Here it is, you got a whole earth to live on, to see, to thrive on, to flourish on. But Esau don't want that. He in his mind, he can make something better. He think he's God. He think he's the Most High. Get 2 Thessalonians, start at the top, 2 and 1.
2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 1, it says, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand."
Yeah, the day of the Lord is at hand. So what should you be doing, knowing that the return of Yahushua is at hand? You should be repenting and Yahushua with as much fear and wickedness, man.
That's right.
Even more so. You should be repenting if you're an Israelite. We've told you time and time again who the Israelites are. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, Haitians, Latinos, and those people that look like the other nations but to go back to us. We're not black, we're not Latino, we're not Hispanic, we're not Mexican. We are the Israelites. We are brothers.
That's right.
And we are to repent before the Lord comes back and destroys you right along with Babylon the Great and Esau's infrastructure. Go ahead.
Verse 3, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first."
Yeah, right. And that falling away happened when we completely fell away from Yahweh Shai and became completely overrun with rebelliousness. Go ahead.
And the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And who's the man of sin? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Back then, we didn't know that the Roman emperors were Edomites. We thought they were Roman because that's what they said they were. They spoke in Roman Latin. Okay? We thought they were the Greeks. We thought they were separate people. We thought they were separate from the Idumeans. But now he's being revealed as the man of sin. You know? Even our own people didn't know that, the disciples didn't even know that the Edomites were the Edomites that were in power over them during the time of their life, man. But now he's being revealed, man. And it's evident that the so-called white man is Esau, Edom, is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Anywhere these people go, wickedness follows them, man.
The border of wickedness.
They're the border of wickedness. Anything, anywhere they at, it's gonna be some wicked shit happening, man. Just give it some time, man. And it's gonna show its head. I was watching this skit. It wasn't even a skit. This dude that played Borat. You ever seen that movie Borat?
Yeah.
Sasha, whatever the name. He's a so-called Jew. He was in this white town called Kingdom, Arizona, man. And he said they was gonna build a mosque and shit. And on Edomites, they got Superman. Like, we don't want that shit here, you know. And they was like, this one dude said, I'm racist against Muslims. And he said, then the other dude said that you're lucky. He said somebody that they're lucky that they're even here. He said, and we don't like them. And the dude said, who? He said, black people. He said, but we tolerate them. We tolerate the black people that's here, man. But they definitely didn't want you Muslims there and building no goddamn mosque in their town. The reason why I brought them up is because that enmity has always been there between Jake and Esau, especially Judah. You would ask yourself, bro, like what do we? Like a black woman asks us, what do we do? What do we do that we had to go through all of this? Which I already know that we broke the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But an Edomite can't tell you Negro, Latino, or Native Americans that they hate them so much. that they can't stand to be in the same environment. I was watching another video. These women, these Jake women, at a restaurant, they were singing happy birthday to one another. They were at a restaurant and they were singing happy birthday to one another. And the Edomite bitch was behind them, shaking her head, looking at them with the fucking gas face, like Jake was just having fun with each other. But Esau didn't even want you having that. That's why they say that when you're black, you're truly never alone. There's always some white person that's in your business, man. Why's that? Because they hate you.
Yeah, even the dudes that were here, that Edomite bitch, she was the one, you weren't looking, but the Edomite woman, like, as soon as we pulled up,
hold on.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Freezing up, but yeah, she came to look at what we was doing, like, bitch, what the fuck, we just got here, like,
yeah, we just pulled up.
Yeah, and she was like already looking at what we was doing.
When's the last time you seen so-called blacks and Latinos see some Edomites pull up and do some shit, and we go over there and look at what they doing
without saying nothing.
Without saying shit? We never do that shit.
Hell no.
Esau don't respect Jake. He don't respect you. He don't respect your space. He don't respect nothing that you got going on. And that's the truth. Why? Because he hates you. That's that enmity, man. That's hatred. The Lord said there was going to be enmity between us and the serpent and its seed, man. The woman and her seed and the serpent and his seed. And that shit go back all the way to Cain and Abel, man. That shit go further than that. It go back to the snake in the garden that enticed, which was a man that enticed Eve into witchcraft and wickedness, man.
Right.
You know?
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2:3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalteth himself all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
And that's what Esau is doing via his Esau is doing that via his technology, man. His MOTB, that's gonna make him the God, man. He gonna know exactly who's on the earth, how many people is there. He can cut your shit off from anywhere on the earth, man. From some damn booth somewhere. They got a list of people that they don't like, cut their chips off. Or them people, we got an uprising over there in this sector. Cut all their chips off, man. And they never gonna get cut back on. So these motherfuckers gonna try to go to the store and buy something and can't buy something. Now you're gonna starve. And it's gonna be hard to steal because merchandise ain't gonna be easily acceptable. You try to steal something out of one of them non-man supermarkets, they're gonna have photos of you. They're gonna have and they're gonna lock you in there or kill you, man. make your chip explode or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, yeah,
but that's
like the Kinsman.
Yeah. Like they made people's heads explode. You know? And y'all think that that's all just fabricated and for movie fluff, man. But that shit is real, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're, and a lot of these movies, man, what they're doing is that they're showing some of the technology that they're either working on, have already been had, or hope to have, man. Right? That they can use on the people. They already told you that Hollywood and the CIA are like this, man. And before they make any type of movie, they negotiate or they sit down with one of them witches and warlocks from the CIA, man. They see what they can release and what they can't release.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, be not what was.
Since the internet's been in existence, especially when these platforms like YouTube and Google and Rumble and all this Odyssey, all these different formats where people can actually go on and they can speak and have an opinion, his man has been being exposed, man. That's why Jay Rockefeller said the internet should have never been invented. And that's another thing. In the so-called NWO, what they want to have is that's another thing. They want to control what could be spoken on the internet and what can't be, what could be released and what can't be. You know?
That's right.
They basically want to censor the internet, man. So that these things can't go out like this word. Like, come on, man, it's what? 6:27 our time, 12:27 in the Eastern time, 10:27 Western time, 11:27 Central time right now, and people can tune in from all over America and the world, and they can watch these videos, man, and listen to this truth, man. They don't want that, man. Our message is going out 24/7, man.
Yeah, and even with this whole buffering shit that's been happening today, bro.
Yeah.
How is it possible that Esau could live stream from a fucking drone in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Yeah.
And his fucking signal being fucking 5K and shit, but then we streaming right here close to everything, man. Pretty close town to satellites, all this shit, man. But yet, our messages, our videos are always buffering, man.
Yeah.
But you go into the middle of nowhere with a fucking drone and you could live stream from that shit, man.
Yeah, they live.
You
Like
know?
when the Queen's funeral was happening for the last 13 days, for 2 weeks, this bitch had a 2-week funeral. Not once did any of them fucking cameras buffer. Never once did and it was filmed on YouTube.
That's right.
Never once did it buffer. Never once did it stop. The views never went down. You know what I'm saying? You know, these videos are being shot on purpose, man. That's why I did a test. I just looked up certain videos. I put the apostles up. That showed up. Barely. I put Israelites in Hawaii. Nothing shows up. This fat dude named Israel that died. Song, dumbass song.
Videos that are not related to.
Yeah, things that are not related to this. I put Black Hebrew Israelite. None of that showed up. Or if it do show up, it'll be like an old ass ISUPK hate video, or it'll be some IUIC video. Nothing shows up when you type in certain things, man. Like most people ain't gonna remember. You tell them GMS, most people don't remember that. You know? Like you said, if we was out here doing some other dumb shit, and we the street, the sunset from this lookout, this shit would just be going. Thousands of people would be on and off. People would be all on a comment board talking shit, but it would still be going up. Yeah. But when we do a video, people barely watch it, man, unless we talking about the nigga woman or some folly, man, which we never really talk about folly. But if we were talking about something that was controversial to you, it'd be cool, man. Well, we could barely squeak out 11 views, and then on top of that, the shit keep freezing and fucking freezing and frozen, man. That's because this man don't want this word going out, man. If it was something that he wanted to go out, it would go out. If we were standing out here championing LGBT, rainbow people, it would go out, man. If we were picking up this man's society and exalting him in it, this would go out, man. And then y'all, you Edomites is quick to talk about hate speech. Everything you do is hate, man. Everything, your existence on this earth with us is hate. Seeing Jakes mount up against an Edomite and just a neighborhood and just go against it just because for the sake of doing it. Never. All Jake shit be reactionary, man, to something that you did. But then you'll call it a race riot. You'll burn down so-called Negro and Latino neighborhoods, destroy them, and then you'll say it was a race riot that did it. There wasn't no fucking race riot. It was Edomites came in here, destroyed the shit, burnt it to the fucking ground, and walked home the same night. Robbed them, took everything they had, and never built nothing on it. Now it's just an empty fucking lot. A baseball field, a golf course.
At a discount price for Esau to buy.
A huge discount.
2 Thessalonians 2 and verse, it's time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Which who is that? The Heavenly Father, man. There was a time appointed for Esau Edom to be revealed, man. You know, and it wasn't back when Yahushua was on the scene, or when the was seen, because it was revealed unto him.
They knew. He knew. Yahushua knew, but it wasn't time for it to be
revealed to the whole
nation in the world.
Because Esau had to the prophecies that needed to be fulfilled. Esau had to go into the rocks and come back into power, and he had more wickedness that he had to commit, you know, before the Lord came back to judge him, man. And this is what we're speaking on, all the things that we see now in the internet about Esau Edom, you know, the atrocities and all the things that they've done into our people and the whole world, man, are now being revealed, man.
You got a question, man?
I was going to ask, is the 12 tribes Israel? Is that how I find you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
We GMS Hawaii, man.
GMS Hawaii?
Yeah, GMS Hawaii.
Shoot. Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
Hey, you guys too.
All right, man.
Yeah, and why is that? Because this is the time. Now is the time that the Lord is, revealing the Edomites, man, the man of sin. You know why? Because he's about to take down his kingdom. You know, and what and transfer that power unto his people, the Israelites, man.
That's right. Yeah, Second Esdras chapter 10 and verse 8.
So, Second Esdras 10 and verse 8, it says, Second Esdras,
And everybody know about Israel, man. Everybody see the Israelites all over the place, man. The men standing up, preaching and prophesying in the name of Allah. That dude, Israel, or I see GMS and Y. Oh, okay. Wow, why do they want to check us out, man? They want to see what we talking about.
that's right.
Go ahead, brother.
It says Second Esdras 10 and verse 8, and now
Ecclesiastes 28, Salaki. That's my fault. Sirach 10 and 8.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by the sea, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's the reason why. So you want to know why Esau is losing power? Get Second Esdras 6 and 9. You get a chance. You want to know why Esau is about to lose power? It's because of his unrighteous dealings and injuries and wickedness his riches gotten by deceit. And who did he first perpetrate this wickedness and injuries and deceit on? The children of Israel, man.
That's right.
He's not fit to be a manager of the earth any longer.
That's right. Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 9 says, for Esau, Second Esdras 6 and 9, it's like 6 and 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Who will be the next rulers of the world? The Israelites, Jacob.
That's right.
Yasha Allah, and we told you who the Israelites are. I know it's hard for you to believe. It might be hard for you to digest. It might be hard for you to understand. But it don't matter how hard it is. You just need to do it. Because at the end, you served your time. Yes, you ruled as the Greeks, you Romans. Okay, you had an opportunity. You had your own land, Mount Seir, but that wasn't enough for you. You had the world in your palm of your hand, but that wasn't enough for you. Right? You wanted more. You wanted more. So now it's time for you to go.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
That's right. And right now, you Edomites, you definitely ain't the ones that's profitable. The one that's profitable is your. Why do you got to use so much deceit to maintain your rulership? Why do you got to use so much to maintain your rulership? Yeah, when we get in power, you nations are going to oppress, man, for a matter of 1,000 years. But that's just your judgment, and then you're going to be released back into your land. You see that? You don't get that with Esau. You just get oppressed, man.
That's right.
And then you get a veneer of freedom with this devil. Oh, we what they call it when they let Jake go from chattel slavery?
Emancipation.
Yeah, you were emancipated, which mainly when you look at the term emancipate, it means to transfer. So you were transferred from the private sector to the governmental sector, man. And that's what happened. We're transferred from the Edomites and we're given the private Edomites given to the federal Edomites, the government Edomites, your local and your local state and federal governments, man.
That's right. And
Okay.
then all the, they tax you, and all that tax money goes into what? Into corrupting your mind and your bodies, man.
Yep.
Because Esau, all the money, yeah, some of the money goes into the infrastructure or whatever and whatnot. But a lot of the money goes into war. Most of it goes into war,
Yep.
into paying these wicked ass politicians that
Yep.
are doing nothing but witchcraft. The NASA, which is again
Witchcraft?
Witchcraft and indoctrination of our people into believing in what? In the beast system, man. You know?
That's right.
And the kingdom you know, yeah, you're gonna have to pay tribute, and yeah, you're gonna be under a rulership, but you're gonna have a righteous rulership over you, man.
You're gonna be able to thrive, man. Like in this society, you don't get paid when the sun goes down every day. When you go to work, you gotta wait. Shit, when you first work, you gotta work 3 weeks to get your first check. Every year you work, 2 weeks out of that whole year is for free. Because that's the money they take from you in taxes. 2 weeks of every working year is for free if you're just a regular worker. Not everybody is able to be a self-sufficient, a so-called self-sufficient entrepreneur making it in this world, man. And even if you're an entrepreneur, you got all kinds of tax liabilities that's still oppressing you, man. And the vast majority of businesses don't make it. So the point of the matter is, you're oppressed on every side. In our kingdom, that's not gonna happen, man. In our kingdom, in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, again, you're gonna get paid. That's in the scriptures. You pay a servant before the sun goes down. If somebody
With
gets
real money.
yeah, with gold and silver. People be like, oh, I can't get paid every day, man. I never had no money. Well, you need to learn how to save. You know what I'm saying? What's so hard about saving a couple dollars every time you get paid, man? So you can pay for your livelihood. Money is not even, you're going to have real money. Gold and silver, land and cattle. Right? Everybody's going to have that. That's going to be something everybody's going to have. And you're not going to have to pay property tax. Land that's yours. That will inherit. So there's a righteous way to rule people, man. Yeah, the first 1,000 years is going to be hard on you. So what? It's supposed to be payback, man. You got to build up our kingdom. But guess what? After that, you're going to be eternal workforce for the sons and daughters of Israel, man. And you're going to be paid right, man. You're going to be set straight. You're going to be able to drink clean, clear water, not in a plastic bottle. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to eat clean food that's not genetically modified. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to, you're going to know exactly, like they got some.
Be able to enjoy women. You know, I was watching a podcast, and they were talking about how the men in America, you know, one in three. They were talking about how one in every 3 men in America are either yeah.
Okay.
One in every 3 men in America is either a virgin or hasn't had sex in the past 2 years, bro.
What? For real?
Yeah, according to
How many?
1 in every 3 men.
God damn!
That's terrible,
That's
bro.
just jacked up.
And why is that? Because the mentality that Esau has put on the women, you know, all this sexual liberty of the women and all that bullshit, man. In the kingdom of heaven, all you Edomites, I mean, not you Edomites, all you heathen nations, is it $2? Or is it car too loud still?
I got jumping cables.
Nah, I could leave it on like that for a minute, bro. But yeah, man, you know, in the kingdom, all you heathen men, you men of these other nations, you're gonna have multiple wives, man. You're gonna be
Yeah.
popping servants for the children of Israel, man.
That's right.
And it's gonna be joyful, man. You know, to some of you that personally serve the men of the Lord or any of the Israelites, man, you're gonna have, you know, many wives.
That's right.
Especially those that bring out, you know, beautiful daughters, man.
Yep.
You're gonna have, you know, we always talk about well, back in the day when we used to go to Dave and Buster's,
Yeah.
about the bartender dude, man.
Yeah.
And we always mention, you know,
Oh, yeah,
having
I remember
spiritual
that
talk. It's like, man, if this man is of another nation, man, we're gonna have him serve us in our palace, man, and we're
Yep.
gonna have him, you know, give him a territory.
He gonna
and
be considered a billionaire.
that's right, and have us bring his daughters,
His
man.
daughters and his sons to be servants to us, man.
That's
He
right.
gonna teach his kids how to serve us, man. And he gonna do it with a smile. Every time that man served us, he did it with a smile, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He went out of his way. He went
Yeah.
to Paris or whatever,
Brought
and he
some
brought
candy
us
back and shit.
candy and shit.
He
Yeah,
had to
man.
do that. He thought about us, man. So it's all good. He thought about it. So in the kingdom of heaven, he gonna that man's gonna be taken care of. Lord willing, he's a part of the Lord willing, if he one of our servants, man.
That's right.
Even
Yeah,
if
man.
even if he's a brother servant, he gonna be brother's gonna make sure that he's straight. Just see if the light on your phone, the light's good enough. It's set up on the side.
Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good still.
Just gotta follow the yeah, it's good. It's good. So he's speaking, right?
Yeah, man. You know, people act. You know, when we get to speaking about the kingdom of heaven, man, and how, you know, Israel's gonna rule, man. Everybody thinks that we're gonna rule in wickedness, man, because the heathen nations can relate to Jake being righteous, man. All they think about, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is that what they are a bunch of beasts, man. You know, that all they think about you is they're a bunch of, you know, rappers and drug dealers and
Whores.
whores, the worst of our people, man. But truly, those of us that have came back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, hey, you can't meet men with better manners than the men of the Lord. You know, you can't meet more polite
More
men.
integrity.
That's right, than the men of the Lord. You know, and we speak of experience, man. And even though we might have came from different backgrounds, you know, we have brothers that came out of the gang world, out of every walk of life, man. And now they're back in the paths of righteousness, man. Hey, we could put our lives in their hands.
Yeah.
And we know that we're in good hands because they're following after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You can't do that with people in the world, man, with Edomites and with any of these other heathen nations, man, because they don't have your best interest at hand.
Precept. This is Romans 8 and 19. The burning exploitation of the creature later for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
That's right. And everybody, what they know is,
Please look that up in NLT. Romans 8 and 19.
8 and 19.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to a comparison here.
Romans 8, 19. So
Yeah.
8 and 19, it says in the NLT, for all creation is waiting eagerly for the future day when the Most High will reveal who His children really are.
And that's us. Why they waiting? Because they know that once we get in the power, it's gonna be a righteous rule, man. And they
right.
fighting against it now. They fighting against it now, the super elite. But the regular masses of the people, they actually need this and they want this, man. You know them Arabs, man, they tired of being blown to bits and pieces when they outside with their kids playing and shit. They dying like it's nothing. Collateral damage like a motherfucker, all because of geopolitical interest, man. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that's starving, that can't eat because of manufactured famines is happening, in their countries and shit, in our kingdom, hey, food is gonna be plentiful, man. Water is gonna be plentiful, man. The necessities of life are gonna be plentiful. Like they want to live in the vast majority of people want to live in a world that's not dominated by violence, sexual immorality, violent sexual immorality, robbery, lying, cheats. The vast majority of the world don't want to live in a world like that, man. You know, a world of scarcity. That's the world we live in today, man.
That's right.
And can you read that again, Bible Bishop?
This is Romans 8 and 19 in the NLT. It says, "For all creation is waiting eagerly for the future, for that future day when the Most High will reveal who His children really are."
And that's right. And they're waiting eagerly, or their day has come.
That's right.
Why? Because they know that we're going to be inheritors with Yahweh Shai. And it goes on. It says, I'll start at 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the sons or the children of the Most High. And if children, sons, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. If so be that we suffer with Him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to compare with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So when the true sons of Yahweh Bashan Shai is revealed, there's going to be glory behind that.
That's right.
And we're going to have powers, man. We ain't going to even need hospitals. People going to come to us just to have their children healed. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't going to have to do no oogity boogity, blood dripping, leading shit. Nah. In the name of Yahweh Bashan Shai, you healed, man. Bam. That's it. They're going to have access to the herbs and to the natural herbs and remedies. They're going to have physicians of their own people. We ain't going to be no physicians to them. And we'll teach somebody, we'll put the spirit on somebody and give them an inspiration to go into the woods and find the things that are necessity to life, man.
That's right.
You know, that for healing life and correcting it. Ain't going to be no open heart surgery in our kingdom, nah. Ain't going to be no open nothing. You ain't going to open up no parts of the human body and call yourself fixing it, man. If it's a certain element that a person get, not one of our people, but you heathen nations get, it's because of judgment. Oh, that he got to go. You know, that's something he did in his past. That's the reason why he liked that. Because that's the mindset that we had in the ancient world. When you see somebody that was lame, you would automatically assume that, oh, it was something he did or his parents did in his life.
And you're gonna have that understanding as well, man, and it's gonna keep you humble, you know, because that's the thing. Esau has used the medical field, the technology that have came to help people escape their judgment, you know, and he's.
Yeah, like the brother said, Esau used that his medical industry for his own selfish gain. You know, you got the we used to call we had the alloy, allopathy, and you got I forget the other word for it, but I know allopathy that's the way we got today with all of this fake medications that are oil based or petroleum based medications that you have, okay, today. And Esau uses that to further his agenda, whether it be killing you, create an industry that continuously makes money hand over fist. You know, American health industry is one of the most bureaucratic and deadliest systems that are on the earth. American health system is not really a health system, man. They call it healthcare, but it's not really healthcare.
Yeah, how is this supposed to be the world power, and it's like 30 something when it comes to the ranking of the health of its citizens, man. Mm-hmm. Nothing but a damn business, man. Like the scriptures say, there is nothing more wicked than a covetous man. Mm-hmm. You know, and Esau wants that money above the health of his people, man, or the people in his country.
Yeah, there's another scripture in Ecclesiastes 10 that says, an unwise king killeth his people, man.
That's right. And
that's what you do. You Edomites, you're unwise, because here it is. You actually need people to do stuff, to carry out certain things, man. But instead of just because you got access to technology that's useful to humans, you know, and useful for human industries, instead of just slowly but surely, like you do gradualism, matriculate people into a better technologically sound and society where humans won't have to spend the vast majority of their life, so-called humans, where people won't have to spend the vast majority of their lives working their lives away, where they can actually enjoy the earth. You don't want that. Instead of doing that, you like, fuck it, I'm gonna use this technology to kill more people and to get more people off the earth, not realizing that the earth was set up for the children of Israel. You have something? Get Second Ezra chapter 6, verse start at 54. Okay, instead of having it to where people can actually thrive, the people that matter actually thrive in this world. You got the people that don't matter. You see these Moabites and Ammonites and Japhites and all these other people, they get to enjoy the earth. The heathen get to enjoy everything the earth has to offer. But the Israelites, the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we don't get to enjoy shit, man. Even when Jake want to have a good time amongst Jake, that shit is all fucked up.
You have the heathens to remind you.
Yeah,
that
you got the heathens to
it's
remind
not
you
for
how
you.
much it's not for you. And you got other niggas to remind you how much it ain't for you, man. So it's even worse. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
That's it. The world was made for our sake. Get 2 Ezra 1 and 32. The world was, what was it? 1 and 32? No, 3 and 32. The world was made for our sake. It was made for Israelites, man. If the Israelites were not here on this earth wouldn't exist, man.
That's right.
If the Israelites were just Edomites, you want to get us going so bad. See, unlike you try to dupe the world of believing that without you, the earth would suck. Nah. Without you, the earth would thrive.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Without you, the earth wouldn't be properly managed. That's what you say. Especially when it comes to Israelites in countries that are predominantly Israelites, predominantly Negro, Latino, Native American people in these countries. You don't allow them to govern themselves, man. You have to be over them. But see, it's the other way around. Without us, this earth wouldn't thrive because we're the salt of the earth, man.
That's right.
We give life to these different inventions. We give life we give substance to the world, man. We make you want to be here, man. You Edomites, don't nobody want to be around you, man.
That's right.
When's the last time you seen a shit ton of Jakes just wanting to be around Edomites or even other nations, man? You never see that shit, man. I mean, 1 or 2 Jakes want to hang around the devil and try to emulate you and shit, but it's nothing that you devils do that make you want to just say, you know what, let's go see what they're doing because they're just amazing. But when you see Jake just hanging together, talking and breakdancing and shit, here come a whole crowd of people wanting to see what's going on, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and all the best things in life, man. You know, the Lord made them. Ultimately, all credit goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but He made them through Jake, man. Music, the best foods, and it's already scientifically proven that that our people have better receptacles, better taste buds, all that stuff that make us give salt, like you mentioned, to the earth, man. You know, if the Lord didn't create our people that way, we wouldn't have the great music that you have. You wouldn't have the great foods that you had, because the Lord didn't create you other nations to be like us, man.
Yeah,
that's why the scriptures say, for Jacob is the former of all things, man. Yeah, I have I believe he's probably a Jake, but he's a so-called Korean in my job. And he was telling me how, I'm in tango classes and shit. Like, I go do tango, and then he showed me there ain't nothing but heathens up in that shit trying to, dance tango and all that. And who created that shit?
It was African
Naphtali,
Jakes.
man.
Oh, Naphtali, tango, yeah. No, it was Jakes that created Judah.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
created
really?
that, yeah.
I didn't know.
I think it's either that or merengue, one of them dances. But it was
No,
just
merengue,
Jakes.
merengue, I know
merengue,
it. Yeah,
merengue,
yeah.
not the tango.
Yeah,
But it was
tango's that shit.
Naphtali's still a Jake.
Naphtali, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, when you got these salsa classes, man. Everybody wants to go to these salsa classes, but Jake invented salsa, man.
That's right.
We invented that. We made it wasn't just the music; it's the way that Jake moved to the music, man. Because we hear music, we hear patterns of music differently than
Hell
other nations
yeah.
hear it, man.
Hell
Even
yeah.
Prince, when he was alive, man, they said this man could hear a music and he could break it down in his head and then put it back together in his head and make it sound way better than it did when he originally heard it, man.
I don't know if I ever told you the story. I went dancing with my wife, and we was at a spot, right? And there was a bunch of people, like there was, you know, Jakes, and there was like Moabites and Edomites, and you know how they dance that ballroom salsa and shit. That's all like it doesn't really look that organic, but whatever. We was just dancing, and then it was a Judite on the mic. He was entertaining the crowd, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna start giving we're gonna do a contest. The best 3 dancers, we're gonna give them prizes and whatever." And I was just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Like, I didn't want to participate shit. And there was like a bunch of Edomites walking up. You know, he's always trying to be proud, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win. And we started dancing, bro, and I was just dancing normal with my wife. And then Judah came with the microphone, like, yo, come through, man. I want you to be in the final 3. And I was just like, for what? And he was like, oh, we're gonna give money prizes. I'm gonna guarantee you that you get something, because I like how you guys are dancing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whatever. We went, and we ended up winning like 2nd place that day.
Well, hey, congratulations,
Yeah,
brother.
bro. And I was
How
just
much
like,
I shot?
and it was like a bunch of other heathens just looking at us like, oh shit, these motherfuckers move crazy. And I wasn't like really trying nothing like crazy, you know. But it's just like Jay got the sauce, man. Just like, you know, you got to break dancing and all that shit, man. Jay be fucking killing it, man.
Yeah, hey, I'll give an example. Some years ago, they had a spot called Senior Frogs out here, and they had a Michael Jackson dancing contest. Now, I ain't the best Michael Jackson dancer, but I grew up knowing them dances and shit. So I'm in the contest and shit. Bro, I actually won that shit. I didn't even go in there with the idea like, oh, we one of the times we went up in there and we just went there to hang out and we're dancing. Next thing I know, they had a little contest, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. My moonwalk ain't the best, but I beat that shit and I won a free trip to Las Vegas, man. A free trip, an all expense paid trip to almost passed out, bro. I was so fucking happy, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we the salt of the earth. And who was up in there dancing? Japheth, Edomites. They couldn't get it like Jake. You know?
No.
So like you said, like if Jake wasn't here, hey, all music in America was created by Israelites, man.
That's right.
From rock and roll, from R&B, rhythm and blues, country, jazz, hip hop, rap, trap, all that shit was created by Israelites, man. You devils, you run the industries, so you were able to exploit it to your needs, man. Now you got just killing each other over this death music, man. And that's what happened with rock. You know, that's how you know rap is on its way out, man. Somebody, I was watching, Elder Yashwamba had posted a video, and it was talking about how like music is supposed to evolve. But Esau stopped music from evolving at hip hop. Like there's supposed to be another type of music right now that's evolved, that's way better than hip hop.
That's right.
That push hip hop to the background. But Esau don't want that. You know, it stopped because hip hop evolved from what? Rhythm and blues and rock and roll. Rock and roll came out of rhythm and blues. Rhythm and blues came out of jazz, which was instrumentational music. And then they took the instruments out of movies, out of schools, so that kids can't even touch the music and hit the notes and feel it no more, man.
That's right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. I'm gonna start at 1 real quick. 1 through 4. For thine uncorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastenest thou them little by little. This is when the Lord destroyed the Canaanites. I'll give a preface real quick. It says, God did not destroy those of Canaan all at once. If he had done so, who could control him? Who could control him? But by sparing them, he taught us. They were punished with their gods. They were destroyed with their gods. So that's what the chapter is all about. So it says, for thy uncorruptible spirit is in all things. That's right. Even Esau, his spirit belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Just like our spirits belong to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, therefore, chastenest thou them little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance. And that's what the Lord is doing for us. He's chastening us little by little because, listen, bro, he could have had it to where we were just in chattel slavery till it was all over, but he didn't. He let us out of that shit. So now we able to get some liberty and able to do certain things, but he's bringing back to our remembrance what we did and what happened when we did those things, and to tell us to repent. So it says, when they have offended, it says when they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on the Lord. So when we leave our wickedness, we believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, for it was thy will to destroy by thy hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of our fathers, by the hands of our fathers, both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land. Because who lived in the Holy Land before us? Canaanites, man. Hamites. And what were they doing in that land? They were doing all manners of wickedness, man. And the Lord allowed that to happen so that their wickedness can mount up, so that he can destroy them. And who did he destroy them by? Our hands, his son's hands, the Israelites, our forefathers, right? And it says, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children. And now you got Israelites doing those same things, because that's what was taught to you by Esau, and you took on to it.
That's right.
This was the people that were doing in our land. And then even when we got into the land, we didn't wipe them out. We were supposed to wipe all them niggas out, but instead we kept some of them alive. They became an issue, a constant issue. And the reason why the Lord wanted us to eradicate them, because as long as that they were here on earth doing what they're doing, we would be seduced by following their ways. So it says, anyway, it says, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh in a feast of blood, which they still do that, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands sold just to the devil, that the land which thou esteemest above all others might receive a worthy colony of God's children. Nevertheless, even those thou sparedest as men in the midst, and as the midst did sin, spared us as men, and didst send wasps, forerunners of thine host, to destroy them by little and little. So before we even got into that land, they were already being plagued by wasps, grasshoppers, all kinds of stuff. It was fucking up their food, and it was weakening them. It was destroying them, until he sent us into that land, because that land was supposed to receive a worthy colony of the sons of the power, man. Okay, and it ultimately did. After our forefathers died in the wilderness, that next generation was able to go into the land with Joshua and Caleb, who were from that first generation. Okay, and that's what's being established right now. All that wickedness that you see them small hats doing, all that wickedness that you see them small hats doing in the land today, it's for a reason. So that when it's time to judge them, they're going to be rightfully judged. They're not going to be judged because they were doing righteousness. They're being judged because they were doing evilness in the land that the Lord calls the Holy Land, man.
That's right.
That includes all that idolatry, from worshiping Muhammad to the Jesus, to the Talmud, to the Kabbalism that's going on over there, the Satanism that's going on over there, because that's all that shit is. They're going to be destroyed for that. Man, that land is going to be wiped out, but it's going to be rebuilt back up.
That's right.
Same way with America. America had to commit, these Edomites had to come over here to the Americas, especially North America, to commit all this wickedness and evil and witchcraft, so that the Lord, when the Lord's judgment comes, is going to be rightfully laid out.
That's right.
And that's what you have today. You got it, brother.
Oh, you had asked me for 2nd Ezra 3 and 31?
Yeah. 32.
30. I'll start at 31. 2nd Ezra 3 and 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they of Babylon better than they of Zion?
Yeah, because you'll ask that. You'll see these devils and these heathens making it, man, living their life in luxury, access, resources. They ain't broke, busted, and disgusted.
And wickedness, especially.
But they thriving in wickedness, man. And you be like, damn, are they better than us? And the answer to that is no. Go ahead.
Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel, or what generation had so believed that covenant as Jacob?
Yeah, no other generation. Go ahead.
And yet the reward appeareth not.
So you see us doing all of this, doing what we're supposed to do in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you would think that we're supposed to be prospering down here, right? No, that's not what we're supposed to be doing down here. The Lord didn't set us down here to do that. When we do what we do, is because we're supposed to be doing it. Okay? Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
It says, and their labor have no fruit, for I have gone here and there through the heathen, and see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments.
And you see that even today. Even today, you see these heathens flowing in wealth, but they're not thinking on the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They don't care about that.
That's right.
It's not in their mind. Go ahead.
It says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell upon the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
That's right. The name of the Lord is only found in Israel, man. You weigh their iniquity and where our iniquities and a balance, and you're going to see that the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's name is only known in Israel, man.
That's right. It says, verse 35, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight, or what people have so kept thy commandments?
Yeah, no other people on this planet has kept the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua the way we have, man.
That's right.
No other nation has reverenced the Lord the way we reverence the Lord. No other nation, man. That's why the Lord don't have no connection to these other nations. When you look at these Japhites, so-called Polynesians, they had a whole pantheon of gods prior to learning about Christianity from the so-called white man through his missionaries. When you look at the so-called Japanese and Chinese, they had a pantheon of different gods and idols that they had prior to knowing what they know.
That's right.
And they still reverence some of those idols to this very day. Right? These people never had a hand in this word, man. But now, when you go out through the world, this Bible is in everybody's hands, man. It's in everybody's houses. Everybody's rocking back and forth talking about they love Jesus, man. A so-called white man.
And even still, they don't follow what's
And they don't.
what's
They
written.
don't. They don't. These same people will go to church on a Sunday or a Saturday, right? And then these niggas right back at home eating a big ass pork sandwich, pulling a big ass pig out of a fucking ground, eating it, and chopping it the fuck up and eating this shit, bro. Eating a whole bunch of abominable flesh, committing abominable acts, man.
That's right.
You'll say you love God, in the same breath you'll say, well, trannies deserve rights too.
That's right.
You people are off, man. You don't know the Lord, man. And even our own people don't know the Lord, man. And we trying to teach it to them, but they don't want to hear it. This is all the same Bible you say you believe in. You can give us any translation, it's going to say the same thing, man.
That's right.
You can do nothing against the truth but for the truth, man. If you say, the Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. If you love me, keep my commandments. What's so hard about that, man? It says my commandments are not grievous. What's so hard about not being a mo? What's so hard about not eating abominable flesh? What's so hard about not worshiping no other God beyond Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? What's so hard about that?
That's right.
You niggas commit your life to Allah so much so that you'll go to that fucking sandbox over there and walk around a goddamn cobblestone with a vagina on the side of it and kiss that shit, man. You niggas will cut your pants legs up to their high waters talking about we ain't supposed to have nothing covering our ankles. What the fuck? Where's that at in the scriptures, man?
For real, man.
Good, bro.
Verse 36, thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Yeah, Israel by name have kept our precepts, but not the heathen. Go to Psalms 147 and 19 on down. Israel have kept our precepts, not the heathen, man. And you can tell these heathens ain't keeping it. Look at them.
That's right.
Bug outs, man.
Starting at the top.
Psalms 147 and 19.
147. Psalms 147 and verse 19. It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Get Amos 3 and 1. See, the Lord, he said he showed his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known him. Praise you, Yahweh Shai, man. And you can tell they ain't know him, man.
And the number one nation that supposedly preaches God is the so-called white man. You know, and he's the one in charge of all the theological seminaries and these schools of divinity. You know, but the Lord himself says that he hasn't done so with any nation besides Israel, man.
That's right, man.
Which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. So guess what all these doctrines are filled with? Abominations, man. Wayward doctrines.
Lies and abominations, man.
That's right. It says, Amos 3 and verse 1, hear the word that the Lord has the whole sons of Israel against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, only you have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And when you read the scriptures, there's a common narrative to the Israelites. Why is it not talking to the Go Gab, you talk about the Gentiles, the Gentiles that. The Gentiles were Israelites that lost who they were, man. That forgot who they were. Over dispensation, over being made of diaspora, scattered amongst these different nations. They lost who they were, man.
Right.
But guess what? The promise is still set. And that's why we came back. We were Gentiles at one time, man. We were in a Gentile state of mind. But that didn't stop us from being Israelites because we're Israelites, man. And even if you got an Israelite that look like the other nations, man, but you believe in this word that we're saying, you're an Israelite, man. You're evidence that we were scattered amongst these other nations, man. What's so hard about that, man? Salvation is not for nobody else except the Israelites. Forgiveness of sins is not for nobody else except the Israelites. You ask the average Christian, what is sinning? And they can't even express it. They don't even know. Oh, it's doing something that God doesn't agree with. You right, to a point. Oh, it's you hate somebody. That's not sinning.
Being evil, and then you ask them what's evil,
Yeah.
and they don't know. They think evil is just, you know, being a murderer and like the worst levels of evil. But evil is starting off with just being an idol worshiper, man.
Pride is wicked in the sight of the Most High, and you people are filled with that, man. And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule over the wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one holy vine, which is that the olive tree, the olive vine. Okay, it says, and also and of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and that pit is the land of Israel, Jerusalem. It says, of pit, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof, one lily. So the lily is the Lord's favorite plant, flower. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. So that's that Jordan River. And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. So the dove is the Most High's favorite bird, and that's the average city pigeon. And of all the cattle thou art made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. So his favorite cattle is the sheep, and that's why he likened his people to sheep.
Right.
And among all the multitudes of the people, thou hast gotten thee one people. And among all the multitude of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
That's right.
You see? So of all the people that are on the planet Earth, the Lord has gotten me one people, the Israelites, man. Who is the law given to? The Israelites, man. What is sin? The transgression of the law.
That's right.
Because sin is the transgression of the law. That's in the scriptures. You see? In the law, the scripture says the law endure forever. It didn't just go no out of style.
That's right. And just how the law was given to one people, salvation, the kingdom of heaven, is also given unto that one people, man, which are the Israelites.
Yeah, what is it called? The reconciliation is for the Israelites, man. To reconcile. Can you look up the etymology for the word reconcile? Baba Gashah? That word to reconcile is to it goes back to the reconciliation is for the children of Israel, man. And who did that? Yahweh Shai through the shedding of his blood on the cross, man. And nobody ever called him Jesus, man. And no, he never looked like a so-called white man, yo.
That's right.
And you can't worship him any way you want. You got to worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. That's the only way, man.
It says reconcile. It says transitive in reference to persons to restore to union and friendship after estrangement or variance.
So we were estranged.
That's right.
We were estranged from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All through the scripture they tell you about how we were scattered amongst the heathens for our iniquities. How that's a curse to be scattered amongst these people, to be not reckoned amongst the nations. We were estranged from, who were we estranged from? Yahweh. Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. It says also of God or Christ restore, which over here it says mankind, but it's not with mankind.
Yeah,
It says,
the Lord never dealt with mankind.
it says mankind sinners, which the only people that could sin is those who were given the law, which is what that is one people.
Yeah.
It says to favor or grace, from Old French reconciliare, and directly from Latin reconciliare, to bring together again, regain, win over, conciliate again.
To bring together again. To bring together again. So you had to before.
That's right.
Now we done read many scriptures that showed you that in order to go back to Yahweh Bashem Shai, you had to be an Israelite.
That's right.
And not everybody is an Israelite. The world isn't full of one nation of people and that's it. No, it's 18 different nations, man. And the Israelites are the #1 nation. That's why Esau wants to be us. Esau wants to be us so bad that he's in our land perpetrating a fraud. Like the Most High just gonna come back with have his son come back, which they don't even believe in Yahweh Shai. They don't even believe that the Lord came yet. So that's another telltale sign that they ain't the Lord's people. But they think that the Lord just gonna forget and just remember, oh, these people are in the land, so these must be our people. Like the Lord was on a vacation somewhere in the Fritz Riviera somewhere for the last 2,000 years. And now he picked his bags up and he come back home to Israel and his people with it. Nah, man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's why the Lord got a controversy with you, man.
That's right.
That was it.
That was it on that tomorrow.
Close out, bro.
Hey, so with that, Akim, we hope camp was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching truth and for ruling well. And peace, salutation to you, Akim, out there pushing and defending his gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as to you believers in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, the hopeful elect. Hey, shalom till next time.